What's up, guys, and welcome to the very first episode of Off The Sidelines podcast. I'm your host, B. Thomas Collins II. This podcast is personal. I'm not talking to you guys from the mountaintop. I'm right here in the trenches with you. This is a show for people who feel like they were built for more, but still having trouble pushing through, getting to the other side. This is a show for people who feel like they were built for more, but just haven't figured out a way to push through yet. If that's you, you're in the right place. I'm currently working my way out of a deep hole. Debt from a real estate partnership that went sideways. But I take full responsibility for where I'm at. I went to Pace University, earned my degree in finance. But after graduation, I ended up back in Philly working at the airport, just trying to make ends meet. Eventually, I landed what I thought was a stable job at Philadelphia Energy Solutions. Stable income, good benefits, a sense of security. Until the refinery exploded, literally. In June 2019, PES refinery suffered a massive explosion. And just like that, I was unemployed. No warning, no backup plan. It was gone. And in that moment, I learned something I'll never forget. One source of income is too close to none. And your entire life can change in a blink of an eye. That moment shook me, I won't lie, but it also woke me up. It forced me to ask, what if everything that you're depending on disappears and you never built anything of your own? That's when I made a decision. I was done waiting for permission. I started house hacking, I flipped homes, I put cars on Turo. Some of it worked, some of it backfired. One real estate deal buried me in debt, but I didn't let it bury me. Because every lesson, every loss, every late night taught me how to think differently, move smarter, and build with intention. And now I'm using all of it, the scars and the wins, to help others do better. This podcast isn't about showing off. It's about showing up for people who feel like they've been sitting on the sidelines of their own life. This show is for the person who's drowning in student loans or credit card debt, the dreamer with a 9 to 5 and a vision for more, the parent trying to build something better for the kids. I'm creating the kind of podcast I wish I had when I started this journey. Not full of hype, but full of honesty, game plans, and hope. Each week you'll hear raw solo episodes where I break down what's working and what's not in real time. Conversations with people building freedom on their own terms. Step-by-step breakdowns, strategies I've used. Well, next week, I'll release a video breaking down my first house hack, showing you exactly how I bought my first property with minimal cash down. Lived there essentially for free, and used that as a stepping stone when everything else fell apart. I'll walk you through the numbers, the mistakes, and the exact conversations I had with the lenders and the tenants. You won't get perfection here, you'll get the process, and that's what Off The Sidelines is all about. I want to help 10,000 people get off the sidelines and into ownership. Not just ownership of real estate, but ownership of your story, your time, your decisions, and your life. So if you made mistakes, welcome. If you doubted yourself, welcome. If you're ready to take responsibility and take the next step, welcome. Because you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to be willing. Before we wrap up, I have a challenge for you. Take out your phone right now and send me a DM on Instagram at TommyCEO with just one word. The biggest obstacle holding you back from taking action and how to avoid the traps I fell into. For example, whether it's money, fear, knowledge, or something else, I want to hear it. I personally respond to every message, and your answers will help shape future episodes. If anything in this episode hit home, do me a favor. Subscribe, share this with someone else who's been playing it safe, and connect with me on Instagram. I want to hear your story. This is just the beginning. I'm B. Thomas Collins II, and this is Off The Sidelines. Let's walk this journey together.